Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Man DZ's Kanji Study Sessions. We got 12 new vocabulary words from the JLPT N2 list. This is a writing study practice. I write 10 times every new kanji character I see, and I write down 3 to 5 times every new word I see with old kanji I already know. If you'd like to follow along, head on over to YouTube, where you can stop, pause, rewind, do whatever you want with this video. If you want to just get a hold of the list itself, you can head on over to the Google Drive. Yeah. I'll be going over the radicals in each kanji, if it's a new kanji, as well as its pronunciations and what it actually means. And if it's old kanji I've already seen for a new word, I'll just go over the basic meaning of each kanji. So our first word for the day is kyori. Kyori is a distance or a range. With kyo, our new word for long distance, spur, or fetlock, we're going to focus on long distance today, and ri, which is a separation. So kyo on the left side is long distance, and ri on the right side is separation. So a long distance separation is a distance or a range. A distance or a range is a long distance separation. Kyo, our new kanji for the day, is made up of the radicals for your feet. This is feet or legs on the left side. And on the right side, we have the radical for giant or big. You need giant legs to cover a long distance. You need giant legs to cover a long distance. Kyori no kyo. Kyori no kyo. Hokani, kedzume. This is kedzume, or kyo, which is long distance. We won't worry about spur or fetlock for right now. We'll learn those as we go. Kyori no kyo is long distance. Kyori no kyo. I'm going to say it out loud while I write it down 10 times. Kyori no kyo is long distance. Kyori no kyo. You need giant legs if you want to walk long distance. Kyori no kyo. Kyori no kyo is long distance. Kyori no kyo. Plus the ri for separation. And you have kyori, or a distance or range. Kyori is a distance or a range. Number 2 is yudan. Yu on the left side is oil, and dan on the right side is either a negative answer, a declining of something, or it can be a decision. Together, the declining oil or severing oil is negligence, carelessness, inattention, or unpreparedness. I'm going to think about this as not cutting off the oil at the gas pump. Not cutting off the oil at the gas pump is negligence. We're going to see if that image kind of fits, but we're not sure if it will. The alternate definition for dan here is a decision. So an oily decision could be negligence or carelessness, I guess. It's not a solid decision, it's an oily decision. I almost like that better. Okay, an oily decision or an oily commitment to something is negligence or carelessness. Yudan is negligence or carelessness. Yudan, an oily decision or an oily kind of stance or position to take with something. Yudan is negligence, carelessness, inattention, or unpreparedness. Yudan. Yudan. Yudan is negligence or carelessness. Yudan. 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 Number 3 is te ire. Te on the left side is a hand, and ire on the right side means to put into or to enter into. So something that comes into your hands is something that you have to care, look after, repair, maintain. Or it can also mean a police raid, as in you are entered into the police's hands. Te ire is the maintenance or care that you take over something. Te ire is the maintenance or care that you have to give something in your hands. Te ire is the maintenance, care, or looking after of something. Te ire. Te ire. Te ire is the maintenance or repair of something that has come into your hands. Te ire. Number 4 is Yokosu. No kanji here to remember, just Yokosu, all in hiragana, which is to send, to forward, or to hand over money. If you ever watch Yakuza movies, you'll hear Yokose, as in like hand it over, in of one thing or another, drugs or the money. Yokose. Yokosu is our verb for handing over transitively. Yokosu. 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 Number 5 is kichi. Ki on the left side is fundamental or basic, and chi on the right side is ground. So the base ground is base camp, or a base for a military or expedition. Base camp or base is kiji. Kichi. Kichi. Sumimasen. Kichi is base camp or base for the military or an expedition. Kichi. Kichi is base camp or base or a military or an expedition. Kichi. Base ground or base camp. Kichi. Kichi desu is a base. Kichi. Kichi. Number 6 is seishitsu. Se on the left side can mean sex or gender, but in this case we're talking about the nature of something, and shitsu on the right side is the quality of something. So the natural quality of something is their disposition, property, or their nature. Seishitsu is something's nature or disposition. Seishitsu. Seishitsu is something's disposition or nature. Seishitsu. The quality of one's nature or your disposition. Seishitsu. Seishitsu is your disposition or your nature, your natural quality. Seishitsu. Seishitsu is a nature or disposition. Seishitsu. Number 7 is kagu, with to sniff or to smell. This is our new kanji. Alternate reading is kyu for the onyomi, the original Chinese reading. Articles in this kanji are a mouth, yourself to the right side over here. On the left side is a mouth. On the right side is yourself over a dog. So what I like to think about this is, dogs' sense of smell is bigger, and humans for a long time have known that dogs' senses of smell are a lot better than ours. So, kind of the mouth that we use for the dog is the sense of smell. How else to think about a sniff, a smell, or a scent? I guess you could think about this not as a mouth, but as his nostril. The nostril of a dog. The nostril of your dog sniffs. The nostril of your dog sniffs. Kagu. The nostril or mouth of my dog. Kagu. Sniffs. Kagu. Kagu. Hokani. Kyu is to smell or to sniff. Kagu or kyu is to smell or sniff. Kagu or kyu is to smell or sniff. Kagu or kyu is to smell or sniff. Kagu or kyu. Kagu hokani kyu is to smell or sniff. Kagu or kyu. Kagu or kyu is to smell or sniff. Number 8 is kansoku. Kan on the left side is to observe or an outlook of something, and soku on the right side is to measure or to rule something out. So kansoku is the observation measurement or observation, survey, and measurement. Kansoku is observations or survey, a measurement by looking or by viewing. Kansoku is an observation or a survey. Kansoku. Kansoku is observation measurement, a survey. Kansoku. Kansoku is an observation or a survey. Kagu. Sorry, kansoku. Not kagu, to sniff or to smell. This is kansoku. To observe and take measurements. A survey of something. Kansoku. Kansoku. Number 9 is shindan. Shin on the left side is to view in a medical way. It's like a checkup. It's like an examination, kind of. So shin on the left side is to view in a medical way or to examine or diagnose. And dan on the right side is to make a decision. So a shin, examination, dan, decision, is a diagnosis or a medical examination. A shindan is a medical examination or diagnosis. Shindan is a medical examination or diagnosis. Shindan. Shindan is a medical diagnosis or examination. With our kanji for to examine or see medically, plus dan for a decision, a diagnosis or a medical examination. Shindan. A medical diagnosis or examination. Shindan. 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 Number 10 is jitsu-rei. Jitsu on the left side is reality, and rei on the right side is an example. So a jitsu-rei is a true life example, an illustration, or a precedent. I think precedent is probably going to be the closest that we can find to this, but you probably see it used as example a lot. Jitsu-rei is an example, illustration, or precedent for something. Jitsu plus rei. Jitsu-rei. Jitsu-rei is a real-life example, illustration, or precedent. Jitsu-rei. Jitsu-rei. Jitsu-rei is an example, a precedent, or an illustration of something. Jitsu-rei. 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 Number 11 is gaibu. Gai is on the outside, and bu means a part. So the outside part is the outside exterior or outside world. Gaibu is the outer part or the outside world from this perspective of someone who's on the inside. Gaibu is the outer part or the external part of something. Gaibu, the outer world. Gaibu. Gaibu desu is outside or external. The outer part. Gaibu. Gaibu is the external or outside world. Gaibu. And finally, number 12 is soreru. This is our transitive verb for to turn away, to kind of veer off, to steer off, or to go astray and wander. Soreru. Sorry, this is intransitive. Something does go wandering off. They don't turn off on their own. They are veering off or wandering to deviate. I think you can kind of deviate on your own. It's hard. This one could. None of the definitions are particularly intransitive. To miss a target. Soreta. Soreru. Soreta. Soreta. Hai. Soreru is to turn away, to bear off intransitively. Soreru. Soreru is to bear off, veer off, or turn away. Soreru. Soreru is to veer off or turn away. Soreru. Now we go back to the top. Make sure we've got all these memorized, at least for right now. Make sure you make your flashcards. Make sure you're using them. The trick to this study pattern is not just to write them down. The trick to this study pattern is to memorize through flashcards. Yes, it's boring, but it seems to be working while I keep watching Japanese stuff. So that's my formula. Memorize new words. See the words when you're reading. If you're lucky. If you don't, at least you know the new word. Our first word of the day was Kyori, a distance or range with our feet of giant. Kyo for distance or long range, plus ri for a separation, to make a distance or a range, a kyori. Negligence, carelessness, or inattention is yudan, our noun for carelessness, yudan. With our oil decision or our oil declining. Care, looking after repair, maintenance, or a police raid is a te ire. You get into the hands, you're entered into the hands of the police, or something is entered into your hands for you to look after, te ire. To send, to forward, or to hand over money is yokosu, which I remember from my Yakuza films. Yokose. Yokose. A base, for either for a military or an expedition purposes, a military base is a kichi. Ki on the left side for fundamental or basic, and chi on the right side for land, kichi. Your nature, property, or disposition is your seishitsu. Se on the left side for nature, and shitsu on the right for its quality. Seishitsu is your natural quality. To sniff or to smell is kagu with our mouth nostril. On the right side, on the left side, we have ourselves over our dog for kagu. Kagu, to sniff or to smell. Observations, a survey or a measurement, is a kansoku. Kan on the left side for to observe, and soku on the right for to measure or rule out. Kansoku is an observation or survey. A diagnosis or a medical examination is a shindan, with our kanji for shin, an examination, and dan on the right side. Again, for to decline or to make a decision. Shindan is a diagnosis or medical examination. An example or illustration, a precedent, is a jitsu for reality. Rei for an example. Jitsure, it's literally a real life example, is a illustration. Jitsure. The outside, exterior, or outside world is the gaibu. Gai for the outside, and bu on the right side for part. The outer part is the external or outside world. And finally, to turn away or bear off on its own, it's not, no one's causing it to do it, is soreru. Soreru is to turn or veer off. Thanks for watching tonight, everybody. I hope you had a good Tuesday, and I will see you all tomorrow. どうもありがとうございました。 じゃあまた明日ね。